In the 8th year of loving Ayandra, I put on a wedding dress and went on our honeymoon with him, all because of a phone call from his first love. He then forced me to miscarry and, like a lapdog, swore to his first love, "Besides you, I will never have a child with anyone else." And I died of an infection caused by the filthy conditions at the small clinic after being reborn. When I saw that gloomy young man, I decisively chose to leave. I had been reborn back to my sophomore year. Today was my turn to be on duty on a damp, sticky summer evening. Chi Xia was surrounded by a group of people in the computer room. A few boys bent his back over and used a school uniform to gag his lips. Little bastard. You can't even afford an internet cafe. Is coming here alone fun? In my previous life, I passed by here and immediately called the teacher. I rescued him here and bandaged his wounds. From then on, I kept showing kindness to Chi Xia every time just to win his favor. I would buy him proper, clean, new clothes and bend down to help him put on his sneakers. To protect his pride, I often gave him my pocket money so he could go to the internet cafe and play games. Besides, Chi Xia had a face that was especially to my taste. Beautiful and delicate, with a teardrop mole at the corner of his eye. Tall and lean, languid and sinister, because Chi Xia was abandoned by his father at birth. His mother suffered from mental illness, and he was adopted by a wealthy man only to be abandoned again. A typical love-starved paranoid. In the book, he loves the female lead, but can never have her, going insane over and over, covered in blood as he pleads his love to her, hoping his beloved will take pity on him. When the female lead was in danger, he stepped forward, shielding her in his arms and perishing in the sea. A life that was brilliant and beautiful, yet lonely. After spending more time with Chi Xia, I fell hopelessly in love with him. Every time I pursued him, it was sincere, and my eyes were full of this young man. The strategy system told me that only by staying awake could I make it out of the mission unscathed. Looking at the living, breathing person before me, I said earnestly and firmly, "I like Qi Shiyao, and I'm willing to die for him." However, Qi Shiyao still fell in love with the little son from the book. That innocent and lively girl. The dark and gloomy covets those in the light. And so, Qi Shiyao sets his heart on Su Mianmiao. His reckless devotion leaves me covered in wounds. The second day after I got engaged to Qi Shiyao, I discovered that I was already 3 months pregnant. "Shiyao, we have a baby." But Qi Shiyao suddenly frowned at me, his eyes full of coldness and hostility. The call in his hand was still going on, and it was Su Mianmiao's heartbroken voice. "Shiyao, please stay with me. Okay, Aya doesn't want me anymore, and my heart hurts so much right now." Su Mianmiao, on the other end, was crying like pear blossoms in the rain. "Are we not supposed to go on our honeymoon tomorrow?" I could feel my voice trembling. Qi Shiyao's eyes were dark, as if he felt sorry for Su Mianmiao. In the end, Qi Shiyao left me to finish the trip alone. 3 days later, Qi Shiyao came to see me, worn out from travel. I was overjoyed, and I said, "Shiyao, you're back. Let's start traveling together again." "Okay," but he looked at me with cold, pitiful eyes. After answering the female lead's call again, he couldn't hide his delight. "Mian Miao said she wants to be with me. After all these years, I've finally been waiting for this moment. I can't let whatever senior belly ruin my relationship with her." Qi Shiyao coldly took me to a small clinic and made me have an abortion. The moment he turned the embryo into a specimen, his body trembled as he obsessively offered it to his first love. Like a love-struck lapdog, he swore to her, "Besides you, I will not have a child with anyone else." And I died from an infection caused by the clinic's filthy, unhygienic conditions. So, this time I decisively chose to turn back, and Qi Xiaoyao in the server room seemed to sense it and instantly looked up. Fortunately, I had already turned around, and I ran toward the original female lead Su Niannian's location. "Niannian, it looks like your water bottle was left in the server room." "Really?" Su Niannian looked up, and I saw her walking over in that direction. This time there was no system voice in my ear. "Then, in this life, I will live for myself. I saw Chi Xia Yao make contact with them early on. He walked behind Su Nian with his hands behind his head, and beside Su Nian was Shan Yao, the crown prince of Beijing's social circle, a chance meant solely for the heroine, something I shouldn't have coveted in my previous life. What I did for Chi Xia Yao in my previous life, Su Nian did even better. She encouraged Chi Xia Yao, gave him dignity, urged him to study hard, and showered him with endless care, circling around him like a little sun. And of course, she kept him at arm's length, always near yet distant. Yao Xia, can I come to your house this weekend? Su Nian took the initiative to come find me this time. I remembered that in my previous life, Su Nian had wanted to learn the piano, but her family didn't have one, and she was too embarrassed to go to Sheng Yao's house. Sheng Yao's family had a maid, as well as a strict father. I nodded, partly to make Chi Xia happy, partly to get Chi Xia to come to my house, and even more to get him to interact with other people more often. But my home had become the place where they laughed and played around, and I was the only outsider. I would never again do something like watch Chi Xia Yao take cherries from my house to curry favor with Su Nian. No, I refused, and Su Nian was somewhat surprised. After all, before Chi Xia Yao appeared, I had treated her pretty well. Yao Xia, classmate. Chi Zhao's school uniform was loosely tied around her waist, and at that moment she suddenly sat on my desk. His voice was husky, like mint-infused ice water on a summer night. I couldn't help but shiver all over, my fingers curling in. I lifted my eyes and met his searching gaze head-on. Can't you come with us? Chi Xiao kept asking, and Su Miao was a little surprised. Under her guidance, Chi Xiao had become much more outgoing, but she still wasn't very close to people. This time, she actually took the initiative to start a conversation. No, my family has arranged a lot of classes for me. I can't bring outsiders home, and I don't have time, either. Oh, Chi Zhao's voice came over again, casual and unhurried. Then just push it away. I looked at Chi Xiao in disbelief. That tone of his was exactly the same as when he had been playing me in my previous life. In my previous life, after Chi Xiao learned that I liked him, he treated me like a soft persimmon, squeezing me however he pleased, making me coax Su Miao, pass messages for him, and along the way, take care of Su Miao, help her with her homework, and keep her stocked with snacks. Whoever wants to be this sucker can be the sucker. Excuse me, this is my own business. Why should I turn it down for your sake? Perhaps my gaze was too intense and fervent. Chi Xiao actually hesitated for a moment. Are you sure? I remained calm. Yes, just when I was feeling relieved that our paths in this lifetime were growing farther and farther apart. A few love letters suddenly appeared on the school's display board, written in my name and addressed to Chi Xiao. My face instantly turned pale, and when I ran over, I saw a painting. It was Chi Xiao drawn on the playground. Before I had my first meeting with Chi Xiao, I had already been watching him. So before my previous life in the computer room, I had drawn his portrait. But these love letters were completely fabricated. I never expected something like this to still happen. My face was flushed bright red when Chi Xiao suddenly walked up to me. So, you like me. After all, why don't you want to spend more time with me? Are you shy? Su Miao stood there in a daze, then ran over and gripped my hand tightly. Xiao, you should have said so earlier. If you like Xiao, I can play matchmaker for you, too. What was laughable was that when Su Miao said this, there was actually a hint of sadness in her eyes. Chi Xiao stared fixedly at Su Miao, afraid that no one would know he liked Su Miao. People should have the ability to distinguish right from wrong. I immediately turned around and tore down the portrait on the signboard. The love letter wasn't written by me, and this painting wasn't painted of him. In the end, I left them far behind. However, when I pushed sitting in my seat, meanwhile, Su Miao was openly using my colored pencils to draw, even ruining my beloved notebook beyond recognition. Get up. I looked displeased after I put away the tools. Su Miao didn't look happy either. I saw that you didn't confiscate it. so I just drew a little. Su Meow, Meow suddenly walked up to me, then took out a crumpled toy. Xiao Xiao, this is for you. Can I discuss something with you? What is it? Su Meow Meow looked at Qi Xiao and finally said, can you cover Qi Xiao's tuition? It's been a long time since school started, and he can't pay it. I saw Qi Xiao looking at Su Meow Meow with a grateful gaze. It was the same in my last life, too. Su Meow Meow would always just move her lips, while I was the sucker who actually did the work. Qi Xiao thought everything I did was only natural, while he admired Su Meow Meow's courage to step and her warmth. So, get lost in this life. 2. What does that have to do with me? Do you think this is a trash dump? If you can't afford it, then don't sign up. I sat down coldly, then stuffed all the pages Su Nuan had drawn into the trash can. Qi Xia Yao's expression looked very unpleasant. Yao Xia, was there any need to say something so nasty? I want you to apologize to Su Nuan right now. I embarrassed him, and he didn't mind. It was that I actually dared to defy Su Nuan. If you're that easy to trigger, then go ahead and stay triggered to death. If it's a period of extreme necessity, I wouldn't mind slapping Qi Xia Yao. Yao Xia, don't be so ungrateful. Nuan did it for me. Qi Xia. Yao immediately grabbed my wrist. It was the same in my previous life. Whenever I showed any hostility towards Su Nuan, Qi Xia, Yao would get angry with me at the first possible moment. Oh, how big a face do you have? Is doing it for your own good such a big deal? No. Xia Xia, that's not what we mean. Su Nuan hurried over to smooth things over, her manner gentle and soft. It's just that before, when there was a poor student in our class, you directly donated 100,000, so we came to you for help. So, I'm just being treated like a sucker. Huh, she has a special illness, the kind that can be fatal. Are you trying to die, too? I asked Qi Xia Yao, then looked at Su Nuan's wrist. I remember this brand of watch is pretty expensive, right? It costs 5,000 yuan. Our tuition is more than 10,000 yuan. Take a month off first and go work in a factory screwing bolts. You'll earn it back in no time. All right, Nuan. Shin Yao waved at Su Nuan and said, I'll cover the 10,000 yuan. Su Nuan's face immediately filled with sympathy, and I found it somewhat laughable. How come in my previous life, when she was spending my money, she was so happy, and as if she had done some great deed? Who would have thought that Qi Xia's expression would suddenly darken? He forcefully shook off the hand gripping my wrist. I don't want Shin Yao's money. Yao Xia, you're actually refusing to give it to me. That tone carried shock. I was thinking, the male lead is helping you, and you still refuse. Serves you right. You just had to keep coming after me. Huh. On the day of the piano exam, I ran into Qi Shiyao. On the way, Qi Shiyao stopped me. Since the school selects outstanding students every month and also holds some arts-related awards, competing would earn me some points. Yao Xia, wait. Qi Shiyao stood in front of me, looking down at me with a superior air. This look in his eyes was the same as in my past life. Never concern, only contempt. What's up? In my previous life, at this moment, Qi Shiyao deliberately wanted me to skip class with him to ride the Ferris wheel. My heart was pounding. To have one romantic date with him, I would give up anything. That day, I thought Qi Shiyao had fallen for me. So, I held his hand and walked with him to the Ferris wheel. Just then, Su Mian happily sent a message. Shiyao, I'm done with my exam. Only then did I see a warm smile appear on Qi Shiyao's face, and then he turned and walked away, leaving me all alone, standing there by myself. It turned out he had asked me out just so I'd take up one fewer spot. Let Su Mian take first place. Whoever has the GPA will get the guaranteed recommendation in the end. Yao Xia, let's talk. Qi Shiyao kicked at the pebbles on the road, then spoke just as he had in my previous life. I can date you starting today. We can get to know each other today. If you keep talking to me in that condescending tone, I'll ram you to death. After I said that, I looked up and glared at Qi Shiyao, then saw a slender, aloof figure It was the class monitor, Lin Yu. I hurried over and grabbed his arm. Lin Yu, shall we go together? Lin Yu hesitated for a moment, and then I smiled at him, showing my little tiger teeth. After a brief silence, he actually agreed, and Qi Xiao still wasn't willing to give up. He followed right after us and grabbed my wrist. He looked grim. Yao Xia, you can't go. I went cold. I knew he was crouching here today for the same reason as in my previous life. Get lost. What does it have to do with you whether I go or not? Yao Xia, I know you like me. I'm right here in front of you. If you don't take a step forward now, don't regret it later. Qi Zhao's face was tightly taut, staring at me with all his might. If you keep acting crazy, then go act crazy in a mental hospital. After I finished speaking, I looked at Lin Yu, who still wore a calm expression. At that moment, he spoke. Can you walk? I nodded and left with Lin Yu. Meanwhile, standing at the entrance of the registration office, Su Miao Miao was holding a pile of handmade toys. She looked a little surprised when she saw me. Yao Xia, hasn't Qi Xia come to find you? I laughed. So, that kind of behavior was actually tacitly approved by Su Miao Miao. No wonder. Su Miao Miao had been stringing Qi Xiao along just to get her to provide conveniences for her. After this round ended, thanks to the extra points I got for my exceptionally strong special skills, I was finally named an outstanding trainee by the city. Meanwhile, Su Miao Miao was not selected, and she cried for many days. And every time I ranked among the best in every competition and contest, while Su Miao Miao no longer had her former brilliance. Qi Xiao gradually began, for some reason, to get closer and closer to me. Just after I entered the classroom, I saw him putting milk into my desk drawer. Thinking of the nonstop cartons of milk these past few days, I threw them all straight into the trash can. Seeing this, a classmate asked, "Why did you throw them all away? They're all defective. They're not good enough for me." I said it with pointed intent, and Lin Yu, who had just walked over, turned cold-faced and stood motionless for a long time. Qi Xia suddenly smiled, the mole at the corner of his eye standing out even more as he spoke. Yao Xia, are you saying the things the class monitor gave you are inferior goods? Well, he does have that air of poverty about him. Of course, he wouldn't be good enough for a rich young lady like you. Only then did I realize that the one who had been slipping milk into my desk drawer these past few days was actually Lin Yu. Qixia had done that on purpose just now, deliberately making me put Lin Yu in an awkward spot. And Lin Yu turned and walked away as soon as he saw me. I hurried after him and caught sight of Lin Yu's thin figure from behind. Lin Yu, that's not what I meant. I didn't know it was from you. I won't give you anything anymore. Lin Yu lowered his eyes, and I looked at his shirt, washed so often it had turned pale. Yet, Lin Yu's back remained straight, his features cool and faint, his body tall and lean. In my past life, I had little contact with Lin Yu. Only after graduation did he happen to learn that I had no job and was unemployed at home. And he even passed along an offer to me. Curious, I tilted my head up and asked, Lin Yu, why are you giving this to me? Lin Yu stood silently for a long time. I saw a flicker in his eyes. If you don't like it, I won't give it to you. I like to drink it. I immediately raised my hand, then linked arms with Lin Yu. Class monitor, I didn't know you were the one who sent it just now. If I had known it was from you, I'd drink it all up every day. The tips of Lin Yu's ears suddenly turned red. Lin Yu was someone who would become a business tycoon in the future, so building a good relationship with him now wouldn't be a bad idea either. Back in class, the next day Lin Yu naturally and casually handed me a carton of milk, and I opened it and drank it. Qi Xiao had just finished playing ball, and the moment he walked and saw me drinking milk, his expression was not very pleasant. In the end, he asked in a contemptuous, probing tone, Yao Xia, do you like Lin Yu? If he gives it to you, you'll take it. Su Miaomia was also staring eagerly in this direction. Seeing that my relationship with Lin Yu was good, she was instead not very happy. I no longer wanted anything to do with these people, so I nodded at once. Of course. She's kind, considerate, and gentle. I'd be willing to like her. How come you don't mind that? She's poor now. Qi Xiao's words were as sharp and cutting as ever. I saw that Qi Xiao was still wearing those two school uniforms. All the warmth Su Myoomia gave him was just verbal concern. Even the injuries Qi Xiao once suffered on his arms all left scars. They hadn't been treated properly back then, leaving behind terrible scars. So, Su Myoomia was really trying to win him over with love. Qi Xiao has always been looked down on and insulted by others. Even now, there are still plenty of punks blocking him and cursing at him. In my previous life, I protected Qi Xiao very well. It was never respect in words, but genuine, practical help. Qi Xiao would have someone protecting him when he went home, and Qi Xiao would have money to spare. I raised Qi Xiao all over again. Loving someone is like tending flowers. With my eyes lowered, I nurtured my beloved. I made him less timid, but in my greenhouse, he grew thorns. Yet when he turned around, the first person he hurt was me. My piano teacher taught Qi Xiao a piece, and Qi Xiao immediately went and played it for Su Myoomia to confess his feelings to her. Qi Xiao dressed fashionably back then, and there was recklessness and confidence in his eyes. He lowered his head and eyes with a cold, lazy air deep in his bones and a faintly cool tone. Many young girls liked him. He told me he wanted a guitar, so I bought him one and engraved both our names on it. And on the day of the school arts festival, he played a love song for Su Miao Miao, causing a sensation across the entire school. It even trended on social media and spread through short videos. Many people envied Su Miao Miao. Compared with me, Qi Xiao's love was very obvious. That was the first time I brought up breaking up with him, to win me back. However, Qi Xia said, "I'll play it for you sooner or later. Are you jealous of Su Miao Miao again now? I've never seen someone as petty as you. She's very important to me. If you can't accept her, then we'll never be able to be together. And the current Qi Xia is actually no different from those hooligans. I'm not interested at all." Su Miao Miao quickly lost interest in Qi Xia because being nice to Qi Xia did not enhance her own charm and was completely worthless. Soon, Xin Yao's birthday arrived. Su Miao Miao put on a beautiful dress and prepared to go to Xin Yao's birthday party. But she did not bring Qi Xia with her, and my family, having a very good relationship with Shan Yao's elders, naturally attended this banquet. You can bring a companion to the dinner party. This time I chose Lin Yu. While Lin Yu was packing, I took his hand and said, "Lin Yu, come to the banquet with me and be my date." Lin Yu stared at me, and just when I was about to give up, he agreed, had a custom suit made for Lin Yu. After he put it on, he looked even more elegant and noble, with his refined bone structure and an even more graceful, clear-cut temperament. I wore a red dress and stood before him, admiringly saying, "Lin Yu, you look so good." Lin Yu lowered his eyes, then suddenly looked up, cool and aloof, saying nothing, a face like white jade, his gaze earnest and devout. He took my hand in his palm. "If you say that, I'll take it as your approval. Yao Xia, if you treat me well, I won't let go of you." Lin Yu suddenly moved closer to me, brushing my shoulder, and we walked through the door hand in hand in the conversation among the elders. My father pulled me along and had me speak to Sheng Yao. He also told Sheng's father about the certificates I've been earning recently. Not only Sheng's father, but even Sheng Yao's gaze toward me seemed very different from before, because in my previous life I had devoted all my energy to chasing after Qi Xia. My father came to value Qi Xia more and more as well. He gave him all of his resources, even treating Qi Xia as if he were his own child. I hope he can hold up our company and treat me well. He's a good son-in-law. Now I want to use my own strength to show my father that I'm also very outstanding. And if I were choosing a son-in-law, I wouldn't be blind again in this lifetime. I saw my father glance at Lin Yu several times, his eyes full of admiration. On the way back after the banquet, Lin Yu and I sat in the car. Meanwhile, Qi Xia stood at the entrance of the Sheng family's home, staring longingly inside. Unfortunately, there was an insurmountable gulf he couldn't cross. Even more ridiculous was that Sheng Yao had never intended to let him in at all. The next day at school, Qi Xia had a lot of injuries on him, and it was said that he owed loan sharks because there was no money. And there was also a mentally ill person in the family. They often came to the school to make trouble. When Qi Xia's mentally ill mother ran into the school again, Qi Xia was being held tightly, and his mother spewed a stream of filthy abuse before hugging her son. Come back home with mom. Come back home with mom. Quickly. You're a bastard. Let's go see dad together. Qi Xia's face looked extremely bad. Meanwhile, Su Miao Miao covered her nose with a look of disgust and muttered, "Good heavens, why does she smell like sewage?" Su Mian Mian stepped away from Qi Shiryao in disgust, but Qi Shiryao's mentally ill mother directly grabbed Su Mian Mian by the hair. "You little did you seduce my son. My son won't come home with me, and it's all because you little vixens seduced him. I'm going to beat you to death." Under everyone's gaze, Su Mian Mian finally couldn't hold it in any longer and broke down crying. "Qi Xiao, hurry up, old woman. Can you get lost? I don't even like your son." And Qi Shiryao's blood seemed to turn cold all over. He trembled. I watched them tearing at each other. How utterly absurd. In my previous life, I helped Qi Shiryao send his mother to a psychiatric hospital so that someone would take good care of him, and so that she could also be spared the villagers' abuse and harm. I also donated a sum of money to the psychiatric hospital. None of this could compare to Su Mian Mian, who took Qi Shiryao's hand and said, "Shiryao, I think your mom seems to have some issues. Why don't we send her to a psychiatric hospital?" With that light, casual remark, all the credit went to her, and Qi Shiryao remained grateful. As for my contribution, he only said, "Isn't it just that you have a few lousy bucks?" Back then, it was entirely Mian Mian who was thoughtful enough to think of that. Fine, then I won't interfere in this life. Okay, the matter of Qi Shiryao being dragged around by a lunatic quickly spread all over campus. People at this age are naturally sensitive, and there are inevitably some people who are just asking for trouble. My God, they act all high and mighty all the time. So, it turns out her real mom is crazy. No wonder she's always acting so smug. Do you think mental illness is hereditary? Could her son end up crazy? 2. I heard Qi Shiryao's dad was stabbed by her mom. How scary. We should keep our distance from him. More and more rumors like this spread, and Qi Xiao was clearly being isolated. This time, Su Miao did not help Qi Xiao like she used to because Qi Xiao still owed debts. Xin Yao disliked associating with people like him. Yao Xia. When Qi Xiao came to our class, one of the troublemakers in the class suddenly spoke up. "Jo, isn't that the kid without a dad? I heard he got beaten up a couple of days ago." Qi Xiao's face turned pale, and in the end he held it back. He pressed his hand on my desk and said, "Can we get to know each other again? I know that the first time you saw me, you must have had some affection for me. Can you fall in love with me again? Can we be together properly?" Okay. Looking at the somewhat crazed and anxious Qi Xiao, this was what his fate had originally been. "Could you please stop pestering me?" I shook off Qi Xiao, but Qi Xiao suddenly grabbed my shoulder. "I know you've never been happy, that I've always liked Su Miao Miao, but now I can like you, as long as we're good." Qi Xiao still had injuries on his shoulder and at the corners of his mouth. How can it be this miserable? I'm really curious. If he had no confidence, why did he dare to act so recklessly? Qi Xiao, please recognize your place. Also, I don't like you, so please stop bothering me. After hearing that, his face actually showed gloom and sadness, and his pupils filled with disbelief. "Yao Xia, how can you be so heartless? I know it. I know you're very soft-hearted." Qi Xiao frowned. In his current state, he really looked like a little pitiful thing. "It was my fault for not treating you well from the start. Can you show me a little compassion? Can you save me? The people outside hit me so hard. I'm in so much pain. I feel awful." Qi Xiao took a toy pendant out of his pocket and handed it to me. "I bought this specially for you. Yao Xia, could you love me a little? I can't live without you." Qi Xiao's thick brows furrowed, and I felt a faint ache in my heart as well. After all, his face had already been deeply etched into my mind in my previous life. Every frown and smile of his, it would be far too difficult to forget. But I looked at that cheap blue Doraemon doll pendant. Chi Xia felt deeply sorry for Su Miao Miao. In his previous life, he used my luck to make a small fortune, and he transferred all that money into Su Miao Miao's bank card. He didn't keep a single penny for himself. On holidays, other girls would all receive gifts, but he never showed me any sign of affection. I asked him, "Could you give me something?" It was on that occasion that he casually gave me a pendant, yet I was happy for a long time. Yao Xia, look at how easily you can be cheered up. Actually, what he was holding was really cheap. What are you doing? A clear voice pulled me over, and I suddenly crashed into a warm embrace. It's Lin Yu. Lin Yu's fingers, with distinct knuckles, shielded me as he glared at Chi Xia, his face taut and cold. If you want to go crazy, do it somewhere else. Don't touch her. What right do you have to challenge me? Do you know her that well? Do you know her better than I do? She'll never like you in this lifetime. Chi Xia ground his teeth, a ferocious expression appearing on his face. Lin Yu, do you know what you are? You're nothing but a second choice substitute. As long as I start treating her well again, she'll definitely look at me. We're a pair meant to be. Could you stop flattering yourself? When did I ever say I liked you? I retorted. In the end, Chi Xia looked at me and held out his injured wrist. Yao Xia, I'm begging you, please touch me. Okay, just take pity on me. Thinking of the shameless things he had done to me in my past life, I was filled with boundless regret. Chi Xia looked like a puppy as he tugged at my sleeve. His expression was pitiable, but I knew it was all an act. Only in front of me could he show his most flawless side and strike at my weakness. Yet, when facing Su Mian Miao, it was his genuine liking that left him at a loss and flustered. I don't take trash that other people don't want here. Get lost. I grabbed Lin Yu's wrist and held it up for Qi Shiyao to see. And as for the person I like and feel sorry for, I've already chosen him. It's him. I saw Lin Yu's body tremble, and in the end, he whispered in my ear, "Are you serious?" I immediately interlaced my fingers with his. Qi Shiyao tore off his disguise, then said angrily, "Ao Xia, don't think I don't know. That painting from back then was painted by you. Do you think you're so great? You used to like me. Who are you trying to play hard to get with now?" She saw a bunch of golden light before and felt favorable toward it, but when she walked closer, it turned out to be a pile of junk just plated with gold. She smelled the stench and turned away. What's wrong with that? Lin Yu rested his hand on the back of my neck and looked coldly at Qi Shiyao. You look ridiculous when you lose your composure, and disgusting when you keep pestering people. Lin Yu showed an expression of disgust and looked at him coldly. I murmured softly, "Lin Yu, you're so good." Meanwhile, Qi Shiyao took a few steps back, looking at me in disbelief. You actually don't like me anymore. Qi Shiyao's face turned deathly pale in an instant, while Lin Yu, as if declaring ownership, said to Qi Shiyao, "If you go looking for Yao Xiao again, don't blame me for being rude." The ceramic doll pendant was tossed straight to the ground and shattered into pieces. In his spare time, Lin Yu would do some programming. In his previous life, he had been a big shot in the internet industry, so I directly gave Lin Yu a sum of money. My dad heard that you're very capable and insisted that I invest in you. A good wind can carry you far. So, why shouldn't I give him a boost now? Besides, based on what I knew from my previous life, Lin Yu is absolutely the most amazingly wonderful man. Rebirth is basically like having divine sight open. Lin Yu and I built a website, and soon, with my eye for things and Lin Yu's technical skills, it actually started making a profit after just 3 months. Although not much, it was still a tremendous achievement. However, at this point, Su Miao Miao unexpectedly came to me. Yao Xia Yao is about to not make it. You need to go see him. He was beaten up so badly by those people outside the school. You're close with him, so why don't you go help him? Su Miao Miao was left speechless and hesitated for a moment. I'm not capable of doing anything. I can only come to ask for your help. After all, you were once our good friend. When Shen Yao took you for a ride, why didn't you say I was your good friend? Now that something's happened, you come looking for me. Qi Jiao is close with you, not with me. I stopped paying attention to Su Miao Miao. Qi Jiao likes you. Are you really not going to go see him? I don't believe you didn't know that the one he used to like was you. I cut off the conversation directly. Yao Xia, how did you become so vicious now? You won't even do something so effortless. You're only losing a little money. But what Qi Jiao is going to lose is his life. Can you stop with the moral blackmail? If you're so good at talking, why don't you go say that to those lenders bullying me? What kind of skill is that? Is it my debt? Am I supposed to pay it back for him just because I'm in the wrong? Su Miao Miao gritted her teeth in anger. Besides, don't you still have your brother Xinyao? Why don't you go find him? Seeing that I was unwilling, Su Miao Miao turned and left in tears. In my previous life, when I desperately needed the special medicine, Su Miao Miao stubbornly refused to take it out. She watched me fall ill, my body growing weaker little by little. Su Mianmian was short of money, and Qi Ji Yao directly took half of my family's fortune and gave it all to Su Mianmian. It even made the news and newspapers at the time. Qi Ji Yao was deeply devoted. He filled the ferry with flowers and candles, and even used airplanes in the sky to spell out words, while the distant lighthouse shone brightly, blessing Su Mianmian on her birthday. The beautiful, dreamlike scene only made Xin Yao feel even more threatened. Su Mianmian had directly become a rich woman. That was half the family fortune, the result of my dad's hard work over most of his life. When I went to ask for it back, Qi Ji Yao got so angry that he shoved me straight onto the bed and said it was now a marital debt. Every time I think about these things, I tremble with anger. Su Mianmian seems kind on the surface, but in reality, she's an egotist. After taking the money, she invested in herself and eventually established an image as a single career woman, subtly mocking me as a doting wife and a useless housewife. Xia Xia, Qi Ji Yao doesn't love you. You must be feeling awful. Right, Manuel. You just have to endure it for a while. Look at Xin Yao. He hurt me before, and now hasn't he realized his mistake and come back to pursue me? Women still need to have their own careers. Thinking of Su Mianmian's green tea remarks only made me even angrier. In class, Su Mianmian deliberately formed cliques and gave me the cold shoulder. Spread rumors that I'm cold-blooded. Qi Ji Yao looked upset, and the very next day, I heard that Zhu Miao Miao had been stopped by someone on the road she usually took and got taught a lesson. When I heard the news, I even shared it with Lin Yu. She finally got beaten up by someone else. I've long had it in for her. Lin Yu suddenly smiled, then patted the back of my head. Lin Yu and I started studying hard and stayed at the top of the rankings all year. When graduation came, Qi Shiyao did not show up. I also heard that because of a lot of debt, he was being hassled by people. I couldn't calm down for a long time. Speaking of it, Qi Shiyao's grades weren't that strong, but they weren't that bad either. Now, he hasn't even graduated yet, and there's already a huge gap. I no longer paid attention to him and instead secured direct admission to further my studies with Lin Yu, planning to take myself to the next level. And on the graduation cruise, Lin Yu and I were getting ready to travel elsewhere. But Shen Yao and Su Mianmian somehow got tickets for this place, too. Lin Yu and I immediately switched to another deck, mainly because we didn't want to see them again. Qi Shiyao was also playing the piano on this cruise. With his decent looks and his state of mind, his performance was even more plaintive, and quite a few people were there to support him. Unfortunately, I felt unlucky to have run into him. Instead, Qi Shiyao often looked over at me, his gaze resentful and scrutinizing. I simply never went to that place again. There was a dance on the cruise ship, and I somehow ended up winning a spot to dance with the pianist. In a previous life, Qi Xiao rigged things behind the scenes just to dance with Su Mianmian, but now he accidentally ended up here with me. Qi Shiyao's gaze rested on me, deep and unreadable. My chest tightened and I tossed it away without hesitation. I'm not dancing. Just as I was about to enjoy the scenery on deck, someone suddenly hugged me from behind. Lin Yu. I froze, my voice tinged with a smile. It's me, Qi Shiyao asked in a muffled voice. pressing against my cheek. Are you dissatisfied with me? Why are you trembling? It's Qi Shiryao. He actually came here, too. He suddenly pressed the knife against my neck. Yao Xia, why have you changed? His face was close to mine, and I could feel his uneven breathing, and his little finger was gone. Why don't you love me anymore? Qi Shao had become even darker and more terrifying than when I first met him. Why are you so calm and rational now? Did you reincarnate? My heart lurched. Qi Shao had actually also been reborn. No wonder when I refused to buy into his act. He was so enraged and bewildered. In his heart, I was supposed to be someone who was willing to take the beating. What are you doing? Have you been stimulated into brain sickness? Yao Xia, whether you've been reborn or not, I think you still have to die. My life turned out like this entirely because of you. Qi Shao muttered, it's all your fault. Why didn't you just properly raise me all over again? You were obviously the one who indulged me the most. And right now, I really want to kick Qi Shao to death on the spot, blaming everything on me. He's made a mess of things himself, and now he's blaming me for it. I said solemnly, I have never interfered with your life. Even if I gave him unlimited resources in my previous life, he still managed to turn a winning hand into a disaster. In the end, it was still me who pulled things back from the brink, because my family's foundation was sturdy enough to absorb the losses. Right now, if you don't help me, you'll be ruining me. Why did you fall in love with someone else? You're mine. I only want you to be mine. He was growing more and more deranged, his voice trembling, hoarse and low. Why aren't you as stupid as you used to be? Nian Nian is with someone else, and I can't turn things around anymore. Can't we go down together? Let's die together. I'll give you a chance. Tell me whether you like me. If you don't like me, then I'll only have to let you die. Qi Shao raised the knife and was about to stab me. At this critical moment, Lin Yu immediately picked me up from behind. He kicked Qi Shao straight onto the deck. Lin Yu looked at me with concern and asked gently, are you hurt? I shook my head. As long as Lin Yu is here, it's enough. I clutched him tightly. Meanwhile, Qi Shao suddenly sprang up and ran this way furiously, and some rioters suddenly appeared on the boat. A man in black charged straight towards Su Miao Miao's room. Qi Shao hesitated at once, and he no longer chose to take revenge on us. Instead, he ran towards Su Miao Miao's direction. He wanted to save Su Miao Miao. He pressed down on Su Miao Miao's shoulders to protect her, no matter when. In Qi Zhao's heart, Su Miao Miao always came first. When the thug rushed over, Lin Yu shielded me in front of him, outnumbered 5-1. He was dragged away tightly. Yao Xia, but right up ahead on the left. Someone had actually set their sights on me. When the knife went in, I turned back to look. It was actually Qi Shao. This time, Qi Shao didn't step in to block the blade for Su Miao Miao, but instead ran over to me. You. My eyes were filled with disbelief. Qi Shao suddenly grabbed my wrist and leaned in close to my ear. He widened his eyes, equally unwilling, and in the end his hand seemed to brush past my face, but it never touched me. Ridiculous. I can't believe I'd actually block a knife for you. Qi Zhao's eyes were bloodshot as he clutched his chest. Yao Xia, I know you've been reborn because, in our past life, you couldn't bear to let me suffer even the slightest grievance. Every time I show my weakness, you forgive me. You love me. You fell in love with me at first sight, didn't you? I'm sure of it. In my past life, only you truly loved me. Why don't you love me now? Blood slowly spilled from the corner of Qi Zhao's mouth. I know I did badly. You don't tolerate me anymore. Why does my heart feel so empty? When the sea breeze blew, he said, compared with Su Miao Miao. In this lifetime, I want you more. So, you are the true light that pity me. Qi Xia looked at me with pain, then suddenly kissed my palm, finally buried in the sea. My heart couldn't stop trembling. The boy I once loved deeply died here once again. Xia Xia, I'm sorry about the child. Qi Xia finished his confession in a voice that seemed like he was crying. So, he remembered that in our past life, we once had another child who never had the chance to be born. I covered my mouth, tears streaming down my face as I turned to look for Lin Yu. And on the deck, Xin Yao actually grabbed Su Nian by the neck and shoved her into the sea this time. How boring. Why aren't you being pursued anymore? He held a gun to Su Nian's head, acting nonchalant. Then you're worthless to me. I don't like women like that. Xin Yao fired without expression. It turned out he had also been reborn and remembered all of Su Nian's hypocritical crimes. I stood trembling at the back of the room. Then my pocket suddenly vibrated. It was actually a locator. Xin Yao walked toward me. It turned out that Xin Yao was also a crazy bastard. Miss Yao, care to play with me? He raised an eyebrow, and Lin Yu ran out for me and shed a lot of blood. He fought with the thug in the room and broke free to come protect me. Don't touch Xia Xia. You're here, too. Anyway, you'll threaten me in the future, and I've long wanted you dead. Lin Yu shielded my head and struggled physically with Xin Yao. I picked up an iron rod nearby and directly helped Lin Yu. In the end, Xin Yao fell into the seabed. Afterward, I hurriedly called the police. When Lin Yu woke up in the hospital room, I was standing by his bedside. The view outside the window was clear and bright. He held my hand and said, Yao Xia, it's a good thing I have you. If you liked this story, don't forget to like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel. See you next time.